So great. Welcome. Sorry about that. Welcome all to Workforce Wednesdays, where we have a very dynamic speaker that will be presenting to us this evening. My name is Yvonne Beals. I'm the Chief Education Officer for Q, and I'll be facilitating the workshop this evening. Before we get started, I'd like to do a brief introduction and thank you, Chiccora Connor, for um, your presentation this evening and sharing with us your time. All the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. So we appreciate you in a different time zone, just enlightening and sharing with us. So real quickly, Ms. Chiccora Connor was voted one of the most influential women in 2020. Sorry about that. Admit someone in. Sorry about that. Ms. Connor, could you please mute yourself? Make sure everybody is muted. Perfect. Sorry about that. Let me start over and do your introduction appropriately. Voted one of the most influential women in 2020 and 2021, Ms. Connor continues to make remarkable impact on multifamily industry, her local community, and the nation at large. Ms. Connor has been in the multifamily industry for over 20 years and is the CEO and founder of Occupancy Hero Incorporated. He serves on various NAAEI committees, and she's going to tell us what that is. And is a notable trainer, helps owners increase revenue nationwide. Her maintenance apprenticeship program has trained and employed over 600 people since 2019. Ms. Connor is a strong advocate for diversity and inclusion and champions affordable housing. The National Apartment Association views Ms. Connor as a source of knowledge. She assists in the development of the popular D&I webinars and white pages. Ms. Connor was one of 100 entrepreneurs from across the country invited to the White House to advocate for minority entrepreneurs. And during this 45 minutes, she's going to share with you her experience, her expertise, and much, much more in her arena of real estate. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ms. Chiccora Connor. Can you're there you go.
Look, I was following instructions. When you said mute, I muted. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that introduction. Thank you all for being here today. I have just put together a brief slideshow to tell you a little bit about the heroes, what we do, and then we can go into Q&A. Whatever you'd like to ask, we'll go into that. So at this time, I am going to start the slideshow. Welcome to Opportunity, because that's exactly what we offer. We are offering opportunities to so many. What we do, we offer a variety of services to the multifamily industry. Multifamily is apartment industry. So oftentimes, you may live in an apartment, but so many people do not consider that as a career choice. That, you know what, somebody's got to take care of these things. Somebody's got to fill them up, maintain them, and so on. So all of those services to maintain an apartment community and single family housing, we handle that. So from the leasing to the maintenance, the whole shebang. We also handle all property types, which would be new construction, rehabs, and so on. Our hero temporary and permanent placements is just that. It's temporary and permanent placement. So when people are looking to come into the industry, or if they are in between, are they just saying, you know what, I don't want to commit to somebody right now, but I still want an income. I still want the knowledge of training. Then we can place them on assignments on a temporary basis, or if they're looking for something permanent, then we can place them permanently. What we have are what you call working interviews. So this is extremely popular within our industry. Basically, what happens is someone will say, you know what, I'm looking for employment. However, I don't want to just go anywhere. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to work as if this is my position. You're going to basically interview the hiring partners. So you'll be able to say whether or not this is something you want to do. Is this where you want to make yourself home, right? So it's a great concept. And then we have hero marketing. We market communities nationwide. We also have hero leasing. Again, that's on a temporary basis. That's also on a full-time basis. So we have what you call occupancy heroes. Our occupancy heroes go through 4 to 6 weeks of intense training. It is amazing. I'm going to go more into detail about that as we go along. And then we've got hero training. So we most definitely offer training that would be for maintenance positions as well as on-site positions, which would be your leasing, your property managers, assistant managers, and things of that nature. Secret shoppers, it is what it is. We come in and we shop the comps, we shop the properties. We go in as if we are looking for an apartment and we see what they're doing. We kind of go behind the curtains there. Hero project managers, those would be the people who are on site, who are overseeing jobs. So we handle everything from, like I said, if there's a fire unit, we handle those things. We bring it back to life. Hero maintenance, that is all things maintenance. That is a division within itself, our maintenance heroes division. Like I said, all things maintenance, that would be your painters, your cleaners, resurfacing. We turn apartments, which means we get them ready. So when someone is ready to move out or to move in, we get those ready and bring it back to the move-in standard. Here we go, plenty of tools. That is a huge thing right now. Again, with the painting, the interior, exterior. Now, the benefits, now these are just some of the benefits of working in multifamily, which again is the apartment industry. Number one, I think people are really excited about would be the rental discount. So when you're working on property, it's quite possible that you're able to get free rent. So let's say you want to be a manager or you want to work in maintenance, they want you to live on site or you opt to live on site, then you're able to live there, you know, upwards from anywhere to from 20% to 100% free rent. And that is something great. And you don't necessarily have to live on the property that you're working at. So this is really good. It goes into your benefit package. Next, we would say career growth and opportunity. I mean, it's limitless. You could start out from the ground level and work your way all the way up, even to ownership. So great opportunity here. Competitive salaries. Salaries are through the roof. Right now, this industry needs people. Okay. During COVID, we were classified as essential workers, which means we were necessary, right? So all this time we knew that we were doing things, but we absolutely were a necessity. So with that being said, this is a career where you will never, ever, ever be jobless because someone is always hiring. There is always a need. Benefits package. I mean, the benefits are just limitless. And again, the skills that you retain from here are transferable. So you can take them anywhere. Literally, you can get trained here and take it all the way to Mexico or a whole nother country. And then fun. This is a very fun industry. I mean, you're dealing with so many different people. There's so many different lifestyles. It's just a lot of fun. It really is. Now, it does require a lot, okay? And we'll get into that when you ask me questions. I am very cut and dry and upfront with it. So whatever you want to know, we can talk about it. All right. Now, did you know that skills trades are like fundamental to our community? This is major, which includes the HVAC, Okay. It includes plumbing, electrical, all those things. It's very, very important and necessary within our communities right now. College, if you look at the stats, so many people are opting not to go to college. However, they are opting to get trades. Why is that? Because regardless to what's going on, you're going to be able to make income with a trade, and you're not going to have to go and spend the monies that you would if you were to go to college. So that's something to look into. It's something that is very necessary. This is just a blurb here of one of our training classes. So get trained, get certified, and get employed within 4 to 6 weeks. The cost on this particular class, and again, this varies per location and so on. And we work with people, so these things are finance, interest free. It's just great what we're doing. We're able to offer the in-house financing. This is a way to get people certified. HVAC, that's what this particular class is. It's working with the heating and air. It's making sure that people can sleep well at night, right? That's something that is always going to be here. So I tell you what, within this industry, HVAC certified person, and again, depending on the location, generally start anywhere from 18 and it can go well over $40 to $50 an hour. Okay, so this is a really great skill here to have, and again, it is transferable, so you can take it all around the world. And we are a national firm, so we're able to do that. I'm speaking because I know about this. And then let me show you this brief video here. Let's turn off the sound on it. I just want us to take a look at our maintenance. Let's see. Oh, it's not playing for us, you guys. Okay, here we go. This is just an inside look at the HVAC class. Again, this is the 4 to 6 weeks. This is day 2, learning on the class. This is a person who had absolutely no knowledge of the HVAC system, no knowledge of multifamily at all, and they're working on these big units. So this is something to take note of. All of the instructors have several years of experience, and once our people go through their training, number one, there's an opportunity for them to work. There's opportunity for them to work and be paid during their training. Again, these are people who have, I mean, take a look at this. Some of these people are coming from schools. You know, this person right here is a school, I mean, was a teacher, and he came over. So let's see. Okay, so I just wanted to go into that because I want you to see the opportunity and what you have there. And then now I mentioned about the Occupancy Hero. If you take a look here, you'll see some of the benefits of the Occupancy Hero. Occupancy Heroes live a pretty much totally free lifestyle. Everything is paid for them. They live free, okay? All expenses paid, travel. So that would be flying to different cities, different states. We provided free cars, a free furnished 2-bedroom apartment. Salary is paid weekly, and unlimited income. Income would be that unlimited is from commission. So our folks get paid based on their production. The only thing that our heroes have to pay for is their own car insurance and their cell phone bill. But with everything being paid, I mean, literally, again, fully furnished 2-bedroom apartments. We cover all utilities. There's washer and dryer. Everything is included. So it is a totally free lifestyle with the exception of your cell phone and your car insurance. And I just want to give you a peek into what that looks like. Okay, so first of all, that made me want to take a vacation. Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I'm in Charlotte and I am like flooded right now with rain, and that just made me want to go away. But I wanted you to see this clip because these are people who have come into our industry, who are brand new to our industry. They went through training, through our training, in-house. So basically what we do is we bring people into our hero house. It's basically everyone kind of lives together and they are trained. They go through intense training. They learn the industry. They learn how to lease. They know how to close. And then we ship them out on properties. Now, an occupancy hero literally does nothing more than sell. They sell, market, 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 and then they're on to the next. Our heroes have 2 weeks off between assignments, and that is paid, a paid 2 weeks off. And literally, when they're on property, they're working and they get a 1 day off every 30 days. Every the first 2 Sundays on property, they're there. After that, it's optional. But what you see here are two people who had absolutely no industry experience. They did not have any sales experience. They came on, they went through training. The meal that they're enjoying right now is about $800. I know because I was there and I paid for it. But they're the what you saw, the pool and all that. This was in Tampa, Florida. This is where they live, okay, because this is where they work. And they're there on that property. They were there since February. They arrived there February and they were there for about 3 months. And that was their lifestyle. You live the exact same lifestyle as the residents. You're there, you're leasing apartments, and then you're on to the next. I would say that the people in this video are making about 80,000 a year. And again, that is without having any experience. So that is what multifamily can do for you. Let's see. Now you can just unlock your inner hero with the heroes. Let me take this off. Well, we also, if this is something that you would be interested in, yay, great. We'd love to talk about it. If you have someone that would be interested, we do pay for referrals. And let's see here, I'm going to stop sharing. And that is that. So, as far as Occupancy Heroes is concerned, that's giving you some insight to, what we are, what we do. But what we are essentially is a full service leasing firm. So we assist owners and management firms to increase and maintain their occupancy rates nationwide. Again, that's through leasing, marketing, training, maintenance, all those things. We are actually the first full service in the nation. Yay! And we remain at the top 3 companies within the nation. So we specialize in apartment industry. And again, now, if you want to ask me about it off record, what I'm going to say is, well, we are community builders. And why is that? Because we bring people into the industry that knew nothing about this industry, who thought that I will never be able to make this kind of money. I will never be able to have insurance. I'll never be able to live at this nice place. That's what we're bringing in. We're bringing in people and we're helping them and we're helping to build the community. We do a lot within the community. We do a lot of charitable things and training. We offer a lot of free training as well. So that's who we are. This is a national firm. So we provide these services nationwide. And the multifamily industry is simply amazing. If anyone wants to get into it, I most definitely would say do it, because as you see, housing is major. There's always a need for housing. It's something that is never going to go away. And, there's a lot of different opportunities in this thing. You can also invest. It is a great way to build income. It's a great way to build generational wealth. And it's just a wonderful industry to be within. And you do not have to have a college degree. So 6 figures without a college degree. So that speaks volumes. Any questions for me?
So let me, I have a few. So how would one get started? And second to that, if they were accepted into your program, there's like a training incubator. Where is that? Is that on the East Coast? Is that in North Carolina? And then the third part to that question is where, what's your reach? Are there properties here in California for those who may have family here? Like where are the range of your properties?
Okay, so first question, how would you get started? Literally, you're on the computer, start there, okay? Start looking, start applying for positions immediately. Occupancy Heroes is always hiring. We are always hiring. But one thing that I would advise is to come through a firm, if not ours, then another firm that offers the services that we offer. And I say that because this industry, I tell you, it's a need. It is a need of people. That is both maintenance people as well as on-site people, leasing apartments and managing properties. And so right now, there is so much that you can get. Okay. So I spoke about the working interview. That's extremely popular right now with a lot of folks because they know that there is such a need out here. So they're opening themselves up and they're interviewing and they're making sure, hey, this is where I want to be and seeing what they can get. They're not just taking whatever. So come through, get the experience so that you can say, hey, I've got the experience, get the training. So you can say, I've been trained on this and get top dollars. So that would be my first bit of advice there. Now, as far as second question was our reach, right? Like, are we in California? Okay,
Yes.
so we literally just picked up some properties in California. Look, I'm gonna say knock on wood because it's not been pinned yet, okay? But we have worked in California. We are nationwide, so absolutely. But we are wherever apartments are. So you most definitely can reach out. And just because you're there does not mean that you can't come here. So we asked about the training. We have online training and we have in-person training. So we've got training facilities in North Carolina. We've got training facilities in the Triad, and we're opening up more. We do not have a training facility in California. However, we do travel. So if there were a situation like for example, I'm not sure if you guys offer through the Center of Urban Excellence. I don't know if you partner with any WIAWAs or anything down there, but we are able to put together classes and we'll come in and we'll do the full shebang. So we handle the training. But again, online training is an option. And again, if you are looking to be an occupancy hero and travel around the country, then you're able to do that. You would come to Charlotte. That is where our hero houses are. And you'd have a group of folks, and we would literally just have you there, like training, training, training. We provide transportation. You get your way to Charlotte. And then we provide your way to the property. So after you have completed training, when you are here in Charlotte, we cover food expenses. And then you are paid for training once you go on property. So great opportunity. Again, once you say that you've been trained by a hero, I mean, we're known within the industry. So that's going to speak volumes for you anyway.
What made you get started in this industry?
My parents. So I think this was pretty much decided for me. When we were younger, my parents had a real estate firm, and they made all of us. There were four children. We all had to work in the houses. We had to take calls. We had to do all of those things. And then when I got older, I got married, and he was like, I really don't like you traveling around to different houses. So that's when I went into multifamily, because it was a single building with like 300 units, and I was able to work there. So it wasn't anything sought after.
Okay.
But I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that it happened. All of our children are in this industry. I mean, listen, so when I say this is a great industry, this is a great industry. All of our children work within the industry. My siblings all work within the industry. Nieces and nephews, we're all within the industry.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's a great industry. Generational. Look, when we talk about building, generational wealth and all those things, this is where it's at. My grandparents were in the industry, which is how my parents got into it.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
awesome. Um, are there any additional questions from those on the call? You can feel free to unmute yourself to ask the question, or I am moderating the chat. So please feel free to ask any questions if you have any.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
Have any one of you guys ever considered multifamily or the apartment industry before? Or is this new to everybody?
Some Elijah said never.
Hmm. Would you consider it now?
Okay, so in the chat it says, yes, I wanted to do leasing, but I didn't know where to start. And now I'm in childcare. And another said, definitely sounds interesting, and I'm close to North Carolina.
Wonderful.
Um,
Wonderful.
or well, yeah, close to to North Carolina. I think it sounds very interesting and
Hmm.
very intriguing, especially with the housing rates, what they are, and the inaffordability of housing without a career. And even those with advanced degrees, salaries aren't matching up to the quality of life that
Right.
we want. To be able to afford home ownership or even apartments. So, no, here in California, or at least in the Bay Area, rents are $3,000 and up for at least a two-bedroom minimally. So, coming out
Hmm.
of high school or entering into college, how do you afford that? So,
Hmm.
coming into your industry, sounds very intriguing because it's a skill set that's transferable, like you said. It could take you around the world, and you're an essential worker. Everybody has to have a place to live, right? So,
Hmm. Hmm.
and helping to manage that is an asset to any property.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the thing, because, oftentimes, we may not have the greatest backgrounds, right? The thing with this is within multifamily, within the training that you receive, you can start your own. See, I'm really big on entrepreneurship. Okay. The one thing that I can say is that when I started in this, I was on site, I was working, right? But I saw a need and I said, okay, well, I can do this. I can offer this need, right? I can provide a solution. And so from there, I mean, listen, almost 20 years later, here we are, and we're still here and we're still thriving. And from day one, we've been successful. We've always been able to get orders and things of that nature. And so I like to put that out there because, like I said, this industry has a need, right? There is always someone who is looking to move. There's always someone See, here's the thing. Remember back in the days, I know, look, I'm kind of showing my age, but and once upon a time, everybody wanted that big old white house with the white picket fence, right? That was like the status, like you have made it. That's not it anymore. That's not it. If you look at even the ball players, the movie stars, they're staying in apartments. They're staying in lavish apartments. I mean, listen, these apartments are crazy. Everything is set up for service. They've got concierge. It's like a five-star resort now. I mean, it's got so much stuff that you would not have in your own home. So there's always a need. There's always need for service. There's, customer service need. There's a niche that every single person can find within this industry. And I go back to the not so great backgrounds because if you have your own, they're not searching for that. They're not checking for that. Right. And if you work for yourself, generally, you're going to produce more income anyway. So, again, this is most definitely an industry that you can thrive in. If you set the stage, you make sure that you work hard, you be yourself, and create a solution. And just always, always, always keep educating yourself and move with the times, and you'll be successful.
Thank you. Any other
Mhm.
questions or comments about
Okay,
seeing?
so
Okay.
it's
Okay.
occupancyheroes.com. We hope to see you guys. Because
Yeah.
clearly you're on this call because you want some information and
Yes.
you are hoping to be successful. Again, this is a way to be successful, whether you come through the heroes or not. This is an industry that so many, okay, we're not made aware of.
Yeah.
And I remember being in a let's see, it was, I guess you would say it's kind of like an honors class type of thing within the industry. And, I don't know, I can't see faces. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I can tell you I am a Black woman. And I was in that class and we had city officials come in and they said, why do we not have people of color in this industry? Why are there so few? And that was a fact. And of course, I was the only person of color in there, and everyone turned and looked at me, and I was like, well, I don't know, right? Because I want to see what they want to say. And a person that sat beside me that I would consider an industry friend, she was Caucasian, and she said, because they don't know that they don't have to be educated. And that did it for me. Okay. That most definitely made it to where it's when I said we're community builders, that's part of the reason because we're building our community and we're giving back. So to have people to sit and say, because they don't know they're educated, okay, well, now there's nothing to tell someone
Yeah.
that, now you got the knowledge. What are you going to do with it? Again, people are making great money. They're making great investments. They're building generational wealth. This is an avenue to do it. And right now and moving forward, they need you. So, point blank, you are needed, you are necessary. So, go get it.
Yes, and we thank you for dropping the seed of knowledge with our folks and the opportunity. And like you said, this is the first step of being educated. That there's an opportunity that we didn't know 30 minutes ago that existed. So we appreciate your time and your experience, and it's invaluable to us and our community. Even though not here, but overall, it's helping our community grow. And wish you great success, continued success for your family. And just thank you for sharing with us this evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for thinking enough of me to have me here. I'm honored to speak with you all.
And we will share this presentation online. It'll be uploaded. So if those you want to refer to the program, we'll be more than happy to share this presentation.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, guys. Be
All right.
successful.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a
Bye
good night.
bye.
Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Anissa.
How y'all doing?
Fine. Hold on. Let me stop recording.